Hey everyone, it's Zachary Luke of Zachary Luke Designs, and I am joined with
Melissa Lee from New South Home.
Brenna Morgan from New South Home, and
Welcome to Thursday Thoughts.
So I am joined with them in their Showhouse, which is previewing later today at 5 p.m. at 1327 Home Place in Matthews, North Carolina, 28105.
Yes.
Great. So this is benefiting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Design Fair here. So we're going to talk about that today, but first I would like to know how you two got into this business and how you started out. So give me the lowdown on that first.
Sure. So I actually have a business degree from the College of William and Mary, and I started my first 10 years of my career in retail buying. So I was most recently a buyer for Belk Department Stores. I was there for 5 years. And after I had my son, I realized I wanted to have a little bit more of a flexible schedule and not travel as much. I was traveling to New York every month in LA. And so I had realized back when my husband and I bought our first house how much I enjoyed decorating and renovating, and thought that this would be a great career for me later on down the road. So I took some classes from New York Institute of Art and Design back in 2005, 2006. And then after I had my son in 2011, I started my design firm New South Home out of my house here in Matthews.
Cool.
And we've grown. We work with clients, all over Charlotte. We've done a couple of out-of-town projects, and we're in downtown Matthews. We have a studio in downtown Matthews now. So I love what I do. I love going to work every day. So couldn't ask for more.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks for your backstory.
Yeah.
And Brenna.
mine's kind of long. Could take a while. I have a degree from UNC Charlotte, elementary education,
Okay.
which doesn't really have much to do with design. But anyway, and I didn't teach for very long, and then I actually started going to design school and ended up being a design school dropout.
Okay.
Because I got my real estate license as well, and my real estate career started taking off. So I did real estate for about 8 or 9 years until the market crashed in 2008, 2009, and I stayed at home with my kids. And I realized that I wasn't completely fulfilled staying home with my kids. I needed some sort of creative outlet.
Right.
So I started a blog. It's called Domestic Charm.
Which
and
is tied to your
my
your
Instagram is
handle.
Brenna Domestic Charm.
Right.
And I still have it, but I started cooking and decorating and painting furniture and doing all that stuff on there. And then people started asking me to help them decorate and paint furniture. And then I started doing design work on my own. I went to New York Institute of Art and Design as well.
Okay.
And then Melissa and I became friends through that blog, and she said, would you like to come work with me? Because she's really great at the business side, and I more enjoy the creative side. So
It was a good
it
pairing.
was a good pairing. Yeah. So here I am.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing.
We get to go to market together and do videos together, and
Right.
it's good to have a
We
partner.
had fun.
Right. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, that's why I like doing videos with other people more than doing them by myself.
Yes.
Yeah. So we covered on Tuesday what am I trying to say? Specifics, the ins and outs. Yeah. So what we want to cover today, a little bit is like the ins and outs, the good, bad, and the ugly of a Showhouse. So I might have you give me something that worked out really well and something that didn't work out so well from you. How does that sound? Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
Well, kind of talk a little bit about how this came about, because I feel like that whole situation was what worked out really well. I had been asked by the builder Jack Joyce of Joyce Building Company. We met back in December to help him pick the finishes for this spec house that he was working on, which is this house that we're sitting in currently. And around the same time, one of my clients, Teeny Parks, had been approached by Leukemia Lymphoma Society, nominated as Woman of the Year, and she has the massive task of raising $250,000 within 10 weeks.
Oh,
So
wow.
she has kind of pulled together a team of people. I'm on her team, and she and I were trying to brainstorm about how can we do something fun that relates to interior design that could raise money.
Right.
So I, was working on this house at the time. I thought, wouldn't it be great if this house was going to be done around the same time, which luckily it was.
Yeah.
I approached Jack about the idea of hosting a show house here, and so he was totally for it, which is great. And it really kind of turned into, okay, now we're going to see if we can get furniture donated for the show house and really furnish the home the way New South Home would.
Right.
So it's kind of turned into, I keep telling people, it's almost like a New South Home pop-up shop for charity for
Right.
Leukemia Lymphoma Society, because all of the furniture will be for sale. All the ticket proceeds go to Team Teeny and Leukemia Lymphoma Society, which we're really excited about. Also, my Society is that they are working to cure all cancers, not just leukemia, lymphoma. So I felt like this was a great cause. Sandy, our office manager, her mom passed away from cancer, so we've got a lot of people affected in our office by cancer, and so this was a great thing for us to jump on board with.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's a great cause. Going towards a great cause and everything, and it gets people the chance to see the work that you can do. Also, if they don't know your work already, which you all should.
Yeah.
Okay, and now something that didn't go so well?
Ugly. Well, I think the biggest thing was knowing when items are coming, where they're coming from, how they're coming, who's donating what, how quickly they can get it to you, the logistics. If you don't stay on top of this stuff and organize, it can turn into total chaos. So like, for example, this lovely table is actually from our office.
Okay.
Because the one that is supposed to be here will be here tomorrow for the event, or today for the event.
Right.
Sorry, this table, it's today. This table is going back to our office, and the one that's going in this place is the one that was supposed to arrive. Because the reason we give our clients a timeline each 12 weeks, it's for real. Each 12 weeks, it happens. It's not just for us. We're not just blowing smoke. It really happens. And getting everything here on time, I would say, was one of the biggest challenges, because we did do this in quite a short amount of time.
Yeah, so we ordered this shorter than we normally do, and I have to give kudos to our office manager Sandy, who was on top of all the vendors, making sure that everything was going to be here on time.
Awesome.
For sure.
Good for her. Thanks, Sandy.
Yeah.
So we will also be doing a show house with Interior Design Society. We're members of Interior Design Society Charlotte, and we have a show house coming up in March 2020, maybe April 2020, and we are actually in the same house, and we're upstairs together, so we're going to be having a lot of fun.
Yay!
So obviously it's going to help you towards that.
Right. Yeah, I think it was good to kind of get our feet wet with this one.
Yeah.
The one thing that I would just expand on from Tuesday is just help for the other designers. The one thing that I learned is making sure when you are asking your designers to help you out with a show house like this, know the specific pieces, the specific items that you are looking for them to donate, because I heard this from all of our vendors. It is easier for them to go to management requesting a specific furniture piece, like the Smythe sofa in this fabric, versus a blanket request that says, hey, Melissa and Brenda from New South Home are doing a show house, they need help. The question they're going to get back is, well, what do they need? What do they want? What do they need help with? So for us to go and say they're looking for this specific piece, it's easier for them to get approval and to help us out. So I think that was the biggest.
Thank you for elaborating on that, because we covered a little bit in Tuesday, but it's better to just reiterate, say it again, like when we're planning on our rooms, no matter what space you're doing, we're gonna have a list of items that we need from vendors, and it's better to know which ones we specifically need, as opposed to, I need a sofa, I need a coffee table, I need some ottomans.
Right.
Know which ones you exactly want. So that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that with me.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit of a juggling act, because you don't know exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna pull a design together, and you're gonna want this particular sofa, and maybe you don't get it. So I think it was one of those things where we had to be flexible with, we might not get exactly the coffee table from the person, but having a backup plan or something.
Yeah, that's backup plans are great, right?
Yes, there were lots of backup plans to get to this day, trust me.
Well, anyways, so their show house is tonight, again, 1327 Home Place in Matthews, 28105. Very excited for both of you, very excited to join you. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. Your ticket, if you haven't bought it already, gets you a glass of wine and hors d'oeuvres. And thank you for joining me on Thursday.
Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you all, and I hope to see you all tonight.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.